Quartermaine, fighting out of Cleary's boxing gym, currently 4-0 as a pro. I've had 4 fights, 4 wins. As an amateur, I had 89 fights, winning 75, so quite a good record. Boxed a lot of top fighters, even from, I'd sort of class myself as a novice, but I was fighting in the elite level from really early on. So I fought a lot of GB lads, England lads, national champions. The list goes on and on. I've probably fought everyone in the country most of the time. So one wanted to be my aggression, and again obviously want to go in there and win, but obviously win aggressively and obviously hurt your opponent, not just win. Hard to hit. Yeah, and able to adapt quite quickly. Obviously, I'm used to being aggressive coming forward, but for the past 2 or 3 years, we really worked on my boxing ability and trying to improve that as much as possible. It'd be silly to not aim for right at the very top of the sport. I've still got goals to reach within the next year, 2 years, so I'd like to be able to fight for an English title within the next year or so, or at least an eliminator for it. And again, an English title or a British title within the next 2 to 3 years would be one of my main aims. And then from that you push on European, Commonwealth level, and then eventually obviously world level. As you probably tell from some of the lines, it comes from the Ingles in Sheffield. Sort of adopted their training, their footwork. So all the lines are able to train orthodox on southpaw, keep your feet moving, also obviously throwing from different stances, being able to move up and down, side to side, round in circles, inside and out. And then obviously we do a lot of footwork, start off with as like a warm-up. We'll then go on to doing a little bit of bag work, and then we do a lot of body sparring, so we can do 8 to 10 rounds a night. Mixed abilities and mixed age groups. Obviously, mixed abilities, you can still get something from sparring someone who's like a novice of the sport, or even again opposite someone who's very experienced. And then obviously we go down to doing the blows, which is like heavy bag work, and we'll finish off with like some pads to finish off. So it's exciting to be able to go to different venues and fight. I think even especially with the amateurs, I fought in a lot of different venues, different places in the country, a few different countries as well to go to fight to. So that's going to be a massive part, is finding new places to fight, being able to see some of the world along the way as well. And again, fight and meet different characters within the boxing. So there's a lot of wild and wacky characters to meet, so it'll be good fun. I don't really have a camp as such. I'm always in quite good shape and ready to fight. But leading up to the fights, we up the training, and my focus is 100% on the fight. Sometimes people might say a bit quiet, but it's because I am solely focused on my training and making sure it's to the highest of my ability for the fight. So yeah, the camp, you could say it's a camp. But realistically, I'm always ready to fight and always wanting to fight. So it's just a matter of upping the training, coming along to the fight, and then obviously taper it off right before the fight. At the moment, I'm still quite new into the pro game, so I'm not really thinking too much about my legacy, but obviously as I gain more and more experience and reach certain levels, yeah, I want to be able to create a name in the sport, and obviously be remembered for my talent in the ring.